First, I need to thank you for giving me the next 2, 3, 4 minutes of your life. And I hope that the story I'm going to tell you will inspire you to realise that no matter who you are, the situation you are in, that you can make change. You can make change in this world, because if I can, you can. Back in 2008, I was living in South Africa. I was training trainers. And I saw poverty. I saw a level of poverty that I was not comfortable with. I saw children begging for food, and having lived in the UK and been brought up here, I took for granted the level of privilege, healthcare system, of an education system, having emergency services, those kind of privileges that we don't really understand until we're in an environment where we don't see them or people don't have them. So to see children begging for food gave me a short, sharp shock to the level of privilege I've experienced. And what I wanted to do, what I knew I could do, was come back to the UK and affect a level of change that would provide opportunities for people to change their lives. We absolutely know that as parents, we have a responsibility to our children to provide them with the opportunities, and we say the opportunities we didn't have, but in reality we want to provide them with an opportunity to receive education, to grow and to have an opportunity to raise their own family, to succeed, to have a career. Those are our dreams of our kids, but there are people on the other side of the planet that would give their left arm, their right arm. In fact, what they would do is they would take their family and put them in a boat. They put them in a dinghy, their kids, their parents, their grandparents. They would put generations in a boat and risk their lives to cross the Mediterranean because their lives are so messed up and they lack the basic opportunity that we take for granted. And I saw this level of poverty when I lived in South Africa, and I decided I was going to use my experience in sales and marketing. I was going to use that to create an opportunity for these families, these communities, to achieve the most basic thing, and that's to put food on a plate. So when I came back to the UK, I identified the best way to change people's lives and empower them in a sustainable way is actually through trees. Trees are a panacea. If you take a community, the kind that stands at the back of a truck collecting aid, or the kind that would put 3 generations into a dinghy and risk their lives to cross the Mediterranean, if you take those kind of people and you educate them on the best way to use their land on a system called agroforestry, you provide them with infrastructure, you provide them with the tools, the nurseries, and then to provide them with 10 or 100,000 fruit trees, you're changing their lives. The fruit feeds them. The surplus provides them with the money, the economy. They can sell the fruit. The lower leaves feed their animals. And ultimately you're creating a truly sustainable life. And it's very, very much, as I forever being told when I tell my story to people, it's the give a man a fish principle. And that's what we do. We take these people and give them everything for a sustainable life. And not just for now, but for generations to come. And as a social entrepreneur, as somebody who in 2008, 2009, believed that I could use my experience and my career in sales and marketing to deliver change to people, to look back having planted 1 million trees and impacted thousands of people's lives, it validates Marvin Baker. And I think that one of the things that is a norm for people is to always be looking forward at what you're going to do, what you're going to achieve, what your goals are, what your targets are. And for me, hitting this milestone of planting 1 million trees has given me that opportunity to reflect and look back and realise that, yeah, do you know what? We can all find a way to make this world a better place. And forgive me for sounding so evangelical, but it's true. I'm somebody that was brought up on a council estate. I was someone who left school with 3 GCSEs. I dropped out of doing A-levels. I never went to university. But I have a passion for life and a desire, an absolute desire to help people.